Thank you for watching and welcome to today's presentation of Transform Yourself, Transform Your World. My name's Aurel Christ. I am a medical doctor, the successor Chief Medical Officer at Maharishi Ayurveda Bad Ems, and currently finishing up my Master of Ayurveda. Namaste. Do you know what this means? Nama, to bow, as, I, te, to you. I bow to you. Albert Einstein once asked his friend Mahatma Gandhi about the meaning and got this explanation from him. I bow to you. My soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, love, truth, peace, and wisdom in you. I honor the place in you where, if you're there and I'm there, we're both only one. According to Ayurveda, body, mind, and soul are like a tripod. The world is sustained by the combination. In them, everything abides. If we strengthen our mind and soul, we simultaneously strengthen our body. If we practice spirituality, such as the Transcendental Meditation technique, we nourish our mind and soul, which leads to more health and more well-being on the physical level. If we strengthen our body, we simultaneously strengthen our mind and soul. Strengthen your body and you improve the quality of your thoughts and you enjoy a more happy, a more fulfilled life. Pictured is Abhyanga, a whole body four-handed synchronous massage which is deeply relaxing, synchronizes the brain hemispheres, and restores balance in body and mind. The world is a reflection of yourself. If you have a beautiful day and feel at peace inside, your world will be filled with beauty and peace. If you have an ugly day and are at war inside, your world will be ugly and full of war. Pictured is Shirodhara, which is a medical treatment that includes pouring of warm herbal oil on the forehead to relieve stress, get rid of mental exhaustion, promote relaxation, and bring calmness to body and mind. Give the body what it needs, and the body gives you what you need. Pictured is Shiro Abhyanga, a deeply nourishing treatment that attunes the body and mind for spontaneous healing, cleanses the mind, and promotes a deeply relaxing experience. So, give the body what it needs, and the body gives you what you need. What about if you give the body stress? Give the body stress, and it will respond with stress. Does stress have an influence on disease? 90% of people are visiting a doctor because of stress diseases. They're leaving him with antidepressants, with all sorts of medication. Work-related stress is costing the EU 20 billion euros every single year. Let's look at the three types of stress. There's physical stress in the form of accidents, injuries, and trauma. There's chemical stress caused by bacteria, viruses, hormones, and foods, heavy metals and hangovers, and blood sugar levels. Emotional stress, such as family tragedies, loss of job, and loss of finances. All of these things cause imbalance in the brain and body. When we perceive a threat, the adrenal system is activated. The fight or flight response occurs in response to a perceived harmful event, an attack, or a threat to survival. If you're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger, how much energy from 0 to 100% do you want to use to run away? I hope you want to use 100% of your energy, because if not, you're dead. About 12,000 years ago, this was appropriate because there were many life-threatening situations. But today, it's the spouse, or the boss, or the rent that is due in a week. Yet, the system reacts in the same way as if it were a life-threatening situation. You're still releasing cortisol, adrenaline, and noradrenaline into your system. And when you're constantly in fight or flight mode, you mobilize resources from the stomach, the excretory system, the immune system, the brain, and direct this energy into the muscles for survival. This means that your brain and memory is limited. Your concentration is poor. You don't digest food properly anymore. Toxins are not properly eliminated. And the immune system is compromised chronically all the time. How effectively do stress hormones inhibit the immune system? When doctors want to transplant an organ from person A to person B, a heart, kidney, or lung, the doctor gives the patient stress hormones, also called cortisone, and then they transplant the organ. Why? The stress hormones shut down the immune system so that the foreign organ is not rejected. So, how effectively do stress hormones inhibit the immune system? Well, in the best or worst case, completely. One of my favorite principles of Ayurveda is something called samprapti. This comes from Sanskrit and it describes the process of how a disease is formed. There are 6 stages. Stage 1 is accumulation. You accumulate too much vata, pitta, and kapha. There's too much air, too much fire, too much water and earth in the system. Let's make it a little easier for you and let's take fire. If you build up too much fire in your body system, it can lead to sour burps from time to time. It's not a big deal, but it would be a sign that you're being provoked of too much heat in the system. The next stage is spread. The sour burps spreads and now develops into heartburn. The 4th stage is localization. The excess heat that began to build up is now finding a weak point in the system. Take a soccer player. His knee has been under too much strain and is a bit bruised. An ideal place for the excess heat to locate. Over time, arthritis may develop there. It manifests in stage 5, making it more difficult to alleviate and much harder to cure. In the 6th stage, it finally differentiates. Now the tissue changes and becomes rheumatoid arthritis. The beauty of the system is that if you understand the 6 stages and want to prevent disease, which stage from 1 to 6 do you ideally prevent? Excess accumulation. You prevent the accumulation. And what produces thoughts, actions, and ultimately accumulation? the head, the mind. The placebo effect. In studies, between 20 and 90% respond to medication which is completely free of any active substances. The placebo effect doesn't only affect medication. Dr. Kelly Turner, researcher and author, has been studying radical remissions for over 10 years. 1,500 cases have been analyzed since then. More than 250 interviews have been conducted. People from all walks of life. There have been radical cures confirmed and reported for every single cancer type. Pancreatic cancer, stage 4 lung cancer, inoperable brain tumors. She discovered over 75 different methods these people used to heal. But not everyone used all 75 of these factors. But they all used 9 of them. Very surprisingly, all 9 key factors for radical remission can be found at Maharishi Ayurveda Bad Ems. Everyone at our clinic enjoys a diet which is ecological, freshly cooked, herbicide, pesticide, additive-free, easy to digest, and helps your body heal itself. Coming to us means taking responsibility and control of your health. It means following your intuition. It means knowing that there is more to health and that there's more that can be done. There's always more that can be done. You'll receive a broad variety of effective Ayurvedic herbs, each of them of the highest quality and purity. Once you get back in touch with your self-healing powers, it automatically leads to releasing your suppressed emotions. And it increases your positive emotions. The result is that you're feeling supported, you're feeling strengthened, you're regaining faith, you're embracing help, and you're embracing social support. When you're in Bad Ems, you'll have the unique opportunity to learn and practice transcendental meditation, which is an invaluable method for stress release and self-transformation. So, having experienced this, you'll be enriched with new hope, you'll be enriched with new positivity, and you will have a strong reason for living, at least one. Since the year of 1992, we've treated more than 30,000 international patients, many of them from the Ukraine, people from all areas of life. A broad spectrum of different diseases, hypertension, diabetes, skin diseases, asthma, burnout, depression, neurological disorders, overweight, former cancer, and many more. The approach of Ayurveda is a very simple and effective one. At the heart of Ayurveda is something called Panchakarma. Panchakarma originated in India around 3,000 years ago. It's an elaborate method that combines multiple treatments. The main aim is the elimination of metabolic waste, toxins such as additives, pesticides, and heavy metals. Let me walk you through how a Panchakarma treatment is structured. You spend 3, 5, or 7 days mobilizing toxins, using a broad spectrum of manual therapies, pain therapies, heat therapies, as well as ghee or herbs, which help transport the toxins towards the bowels. This will be followed by 1 day purgation, 1 day cleansing, which removes toxins, improves skin complexion, reduces inflammation, and creates a feeling of lightness and happiness. After the cleansing is complete, you'll undergo 3, 5, or 7 days intestinal repair. This is achieved using cleansing enemas, which deeply cleanse your colon and further remove metabolic waste, as well as rejuvenating enemas, which strengthen, nourish, and give flexibility to your colon. Now that your body is clean and full of energy, we spend 1 to 7 days cleansing your head area, using steam inhalation and nasal oils, eye treatment, as well as ear treatment. But the treatment doesn't stop there. The post-treatment continues at home. You'll receive individualized nutrition and Ayurvedic herbs based on your diseases and disturbances. A full Panchakarma treatment can already be completed within 10 days. And we are open for international guests. We even provide certificates if there is a medical necessity. So, somewhere along the lines of my presentation, you might have asked yourself, how can I focus on myself with all the suffering that's going on in the world right now? How can I focus on myself if people around me are dying of corona? Will I get corona? Will one of my family members get corona? How can I transform myself if the world around me is on lockdown? These are all valid questions. I will let my namesake answer them for you. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength. If you want to change the world, start by improving and bringing about change within yourself. That will help change your family. From there, it just gets bigger and bigger. Everything we do has an effect and an influence on the world around us. So, my question to you is, how much time do you invest in yourself? Are you regularly giving yourself a break? What do you eat? How much do you exercise? Is there room for spirituality in your life? How do you treat yourself? Now, I've asked you a lot of questions, so to be fair, I will also answer the questions you asked me. So, your first question was, how did the approach to health change since the lockdown? Now, ever more than before, the importance of immunity, nutrition, and spiritual practice has been highlighted. It's very good to have toilet paper, but also make sure to improve your immunity. Question number 2, how often should you see a doctor for regular checkups? My answer to this is, learn to be your own best doctor. Listen to the language of your body, the story of disease, and practice daily prevention. Ayurveda has beautiful tools for this. Cleanse your body and do a checkup once a year. Call me if you have questions. Next question. What do we have to do to ensure the next generation is healthier than the last? Beautiful question. Yet, simple. Simple question, simple answer. What do we have to do? Learn from this. Listen to your body. Look at how you eat. Look at how you sleep. work, how you relax, and what you do to maintain balance in your body, mind, and soul. If you could recommend only one habit to take up to get healthier, what would it be? Meditate. Focus on being the best version of yourself, and your world will change. Just like Maharishi Yogi said, don't fight darkness. Bring the light, and darkness will disappear. It's been my great pleasure to have you as my audience. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being there. Namaste.